This is Trumpet Jackie Radio. Hey, you guys! Trumpet Jackie here, and welcome to podcast number 4. And today is a very special day. You want to know why? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Annabel Phillips. Before we start this interview with Annabel Phillips, I want to give you guys an introduction. So, Annabel Phillips, she is a clarinet player. She's been head drum major of the Purcell Dragon Pride Marching Band for 2 years. She is a 6-year medalist at the All-Region Southwestern Oklahoma Band Directors Association, or SWABDA. Also, she is currently a second-round All-Stater. Now with that introduction out of the way, here's my interview with Annabel Phillips. I'm here at Trumpet Jackie Radio with Miss Annabel Phillips. Annabel, I want to thank you again for agreeing to do this interview.
Oh, no problem. I enjoy doing it.
So, let's get these questions rolling. So, how did you start clarinet?
I picked clarinet because it was the first instrument that I made a really nice, rich sound on. I actually didn't want to play it at first. I wanted to play the trumpet, and my heart was set on the trumpet, but then whenever I made that sound out of the clarinet, I was just like, yep, this is the instrument for me.
So are you like self-taught, or did you take private lessons?
I have done both. At first I was self-taught, and it was not, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted, and I was going to quit playing clarinet actually and switch to saxophone until I got in the 7th grade, and I decided, no, I think I should stick with it because I actually started to sound a little bit better, and I started having private lessons from Mr. Hoger, and I actually enjoyed it, so I decided to stick with it.
All right, that's pretty good. All right, so you being the head drum major, what does it feel like to be head drum major of the marching band?
It is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my entire life. I like being in charge, so it's definitely the job for me. It's really cool to be able to lead over 70 people to success this season. It's truly an honor to be drum major this year.
So, in your own words, from your 4 years of marching season, what's the best lesson that you've learned from it?
To never expect anything. Never expect the results. Never expect to win. Never expect that, because we have done that before, and we were not pleased. So I've learned that.
Yeah, haven't we all?
Yeah.
So I know that you're in band, but is there any other organization that you're in?
Well, in school, I'm in Key Club and National Honor Society, but outside of school, I'm in a program called the Oklahoma Youth Wins, or OYW, and I made SWABDA for 6 years, like you mentioned earlier, and I really enjoy both of those very much.
So, what is OYW?
OIW is where you have to audition to get in, and if you make it, you get to play with over 30 plus people, and you get to play very challenging music, and I like it very, very much. It is fun. We go once a week on Monday for only practice for 2 hours, and it's crazy that such talented players can get together and make such beautiful music.
So it's kind of like an all-state, really.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
All right. What about SWABDA?
SWABDA, I look forward to this throughout the year, because you go and you audition, and if you make it, then you get to go in the spring for 2 days to either Lawton or Weatherford. This year it will be in Weatherford, and you get to play for 8 over 8 hours with this group of people that you made it with, and then you get to perform that next day this beautiful concert that a lot of people come to, and it's very challenging music, and I enjoy it very, very much.
So, did those 6 years pay off?
So far I think they have. I haven't done my college auditions yet. They will be in March, so I'm hoping then that they will.
Well, best of luck to you on that part.
Thank you very much.
So I gotta ask you, what kind of clarinet do you play on? Is it like LeBlanc, Selmer, or?
Yeah, I play on a LeBlanc Bliss, and it is made out of pure wood, and it can't be played in the heat or the cold, like extreme weather, because it will crack if you do bring it out in those extreme weather conditions, and then you can't make out a sound. And I got it when I was in the 7th grade because my mom said if I made swabda, then I could have the clarinet that I wanted. Little did she know that it was a very expensive instrument, but she got it for me for Christmas, and I loved it ever since I got it.
Well, I gotta say though, wooden instruments are better than plastic.
Oh yes,
let's just say that.
Yeah, wooden instruments make a such richer, deeper, more beautiful sound than plastic
and
ones.
Probably more emotional too.
Yes, it's
all right.
Very rich sound.
So, second to last question, what pushes you to be better?
Okay, I would have to say, oh, that's really, really hard. Just for myself, really, and I do it to make my family proud of me and to make myself proud, because I have a problem where I'm really hard on myself, and I think I'm never good enough. So whenever that just pushes me just to get better and better, and I do it all for the Lord, and He's with me throughout everything. So He's my rock, and He leads me through it all, and yeah, those are the 3 things that push me.
Dang. Amen. All right. So, to wrap this podcast up, what's, I don't know how to word it. If you could give like some advice to our listeners, what's the best advice you can give to them at like business, music, or in general?
Never ever give up on your dreams, and never think that you're not good enough. Like I said before, I have that problem, and it always brings me down, and that's just, it's not a good feeling, obviously, to feel like that. But whenever you do succeed, whenever you thought that whole time that you were not good enough and you do succeed, it is the greatest feeling. So never ever give up on your hopes and dreams.
Dang. Well, Annabelle, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come do an interview with me.
Oh, you're very welcome. I had a lot of fun.
And I hope you enjoyed this experience as well as I did.
Oh, yes, I did.
So, yeah, thank you. A couple of announcements before I end this podcast. I want to thank again for Annabelle for doing this podcast with me, and hopefully we can do more of these interviews with other people, and yeah, that's about it. And then second, I really have to thank Miss Frankenberg, because she took the time out of her own free time to come back to school 7th hour and unlock the library for me and Annabelle to do this interview. So, Miss Frank, if you're listening to this podcast, I deeply thank you for this. This has been an interview with Annabel Phillips. I hope you liked this podcast as well as I did. If you did, please press the like button and consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification for even more of these podcasts. So, see you guys next time on Trumpet Jackie Radio. You've been listening to Trumpet Jackie Radio, brought to you by... Do you want to remember the good old days? Well, get yourself a yearbook. I believe they're only, hold on. 5, 10, 20, $40. Or if you want your name engraved, that's an extra $5. So your grand total is $45. Also, I got a notification from the yearbook club. I think that's a club, right? Anyway, seniors, please get your name or add your name to the senior advertisements. Seriously, we're not running any dang it. We're not running out of any room soon. So yeah, consider your name on the senior advertisements. So pre-order your yearbook today. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Bye!